Begin every video with a smile. This is not a conspiracy video. This is a video about celebrities. You know, I've had those celebrity moments. I did parking enforcement in Atlanta, Georgia. I also did mall security there. I worked at Perimeter Mall, world famous Perimeter Mall, Donwoody, Georgia. And I met celebrity. I remember I met Michael Rooker, second level, right above, right at about the food court. I remember this is when he was doing The Walking Dead in Atlanta, or in the Atlanta area. And I knew his face, but I couldn't think of his name. And I mean, Lanzilla went up there, and one of the other guys I worked with, he's lieutenant at that time. He went up there and got his autograph. That dude used to chase people down. I remember R. Kelly in the mall. I remember Biz Markie in the mall. I remember I saw Chili and Usher in the parking lot. I don't remember them arguing. People used to say they used to argue in the parking lot. I don't recall them arguing, but I think his wife, I caught the other lady who he was married to and had the kid by, I think his hairdresser, I caught them kind of arguing one time. But man, look, I'm my own business, man. This is other people's lives, man. I don't give a damn, man. Hope they don't fight. That's all I care about. They don't fight and tear the place up. But it was an interesting job, and I think, Dennis Rodman. Oh man, Dennis Rodman. And I got pictures. Of Dennis. They are somewhere, unless they're in a picture book that I believe my brother threw away because he was trying to hide the fact that he had like 7 kids, and I was keeping his kids' pictures in this picture book. But I don't think I had those pictures with that picture book. But I've got to go through my pictures. Hopefully, my wife is on her way soon, and definitely go through them pictures with her. But Dennis Rodman, the Worm, and it's so funny, because this was around that time he was doing the world tour. And they said he's in the mall. And, you know, we're mall security. So, you know, I think I was the assistant director at the time. And all my guys wanted to go meet him, you know, and we're like kind of escorting him around. He had his own bodyguard stuff. But, you know, we're just trying to make sure there ain't no crazy stuff. Because, you know, people knew Dennis. You know, he was Dennis Rodman. And I remember we took pictures with him at Foot Locker hallway, right outside where Foot Locker, where I think it's Forever 21 now. And we took pictures with him, but it's interesting. I'm a weird cat even back then. I wouldn't shake Dennis' hand. I mean, this is what's weird. It ain't like I like Dennis. It's funny because every day at that time before I would leave in the morning, I think I had to be at work at like, excuse me, like 1 or something. I used to wake up in the morning around 9 and play 2K. And 2K did not have like Dennis Rodman. I think he even had to make Michael Jordan on this version of 2K, whatever year it was. And I used to play with Dennis Rodman. And it'd be funny because, you know, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen be, you know, point scorers. But I used to play defense with Dennis. I used to like switch up because, you know, Dennis can afford to get the fouls more. And I would play defense, and Dennis would have like 5, 6 blocks, you know, 11 rebounds, 12 rebounds, and maybe, you know, 10, 15 points. But, you know, on offense, always it was Pippen. But I mean, I was pretty open with all of them. I had Ron Harper and Tony Kukoc. This story's getting way out there. But I used to play 2K with Dennis. That I made him, and I had his hair and everything. And then I see him. What an interesting coincidence, you know, meeting Dennis Rodman like that. But yeah, Dennis Rodman at that mall. And these are mall people. Now, when I was parking enforcement, I got the parking enforcement stories. This is kind of, I'm bunching them all together because I didn't really get a lot of pictures with these famous people. I remember 8 Ball, MJG, 8 Ball, going down the front walkway. I think I met Toby Keith one time, and I messed his name up. Man, but I remember going up to 8 Ball, and then I realized, man, dude, I'm in the security outfit, man. This dude don't, you know, stop being a groupie. It was like 8 Ball. Who else? Man, who else? Yeah, I'm trying to look through. Let's look through my memory and see if we got anybody else. I mentioned R. Kelly. He sat in the food court with his family. Whoever he came there with. I mentioned him, and I didn't really go bother him and just let him be himself, like Usher, and like I said with Chili, and then with his wife. I remember them, but like I said, I didn't bother these people. I just saw them, they're people, they're just people. I just saw famous people. Like I say, Dennis Rodman is about the only person. Dennis and Michael Rooker was like the only people I actually kind of approached there. And I'm thinking, am I missing kind of some other people? That mall was kind of it's a favorite mall. Oh yeah, Webster. What is Webster's real name? God dang it. I'm sorry, Webster. And I watch his little podcast sometimes when he be doing music. I know it's going to come to me when I get off here, unfortunately. I remember he shops there. He comes there a lot. He would shop there. I've seen him up front. And I don't think I've ever like shook these people's hands because in my reality, they're TV, but they're still just people. So it's kind of interesting. It's a motivation thing more than anything, that people can go out there and chase their dreams and be successful and stuff like that. So I think that's about it at that mall. But the more interesting stories are awesome when I'm at when I was doing parking enforcement. Calvin Johnson was a very Megatron. It's a very interesting story. But I'm gonna go over probably those. The conspiracy parts. Let some other stuff come up. I'll talk about that. But I'm going to get into the celebrity people that I met doing parking enforcement. And I think I'm going to start. Let's start with Calvin Johnson. I don't want to get in Cam. Cam Newton is coming up. But I got to organize these videos in my phone so when I put them out, I can put them out at different times. But yeah, I think I'm going to talk about Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron. All right. Oh, Michael Vick. I forgot about Michael Vick. Michael Vick walking down the hallway, second level Nordstrom's wing, that back hallway to go down them steps. And that dude had his pants down. You remember when people used to wear their pants down? And I mean, their pants down with their ass show. And I was like, this dude's working all this money. And he walked. And he was a nice guy. Don't get it twisted. I mean, he was really friendly, even though he was in craziness. But he was really friendly. He was kind of a nice guy. Work done, too. Because he had Fan Frenetic there. Michael Vick, that was funny. And I know there's other celebrities going to come up that I've seen over the times, but I think that's about it. So that being said, I'm Frederick 24/7, your host of me talking about people I've seen and life in a mall. Till next time, people, leave you with a smile.